What do you see? Tell me everything you see. Where are you?
I see a bright shining sun. I see light, a big
You see
beautiful rainbow. I see peace and prosperity.
beautiful. Are you inside or outside?
Uh, I'm inside.
Beautiful. Look around you. What does this inside look like? Is it a home? Where are you?
Looks like a temple.
Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and relax. How does this place make you feel?
Love at the highest frequency.
Beautiful. Do you know which temple you're in? Does it have a name?
Uh, no, it's the temple of all nations.
Beautiful. Are you alone in this place?
Yes.
Beautiful. Just take a deep breath and relax. And tell me, what are you doing here?
Oof. I'm just relaxing.
Are you sitting down? Are you laying down? Are you walking? What are you doing?
I'm laying down.
Beautiful. Look below you. What does the landscape look like? Are you laying on a bed? Is it dirt? What do you see?
I'm laying on the floor.
Uh-huh. Are you wearing anything particular?
Uh, white linen.
Beautiful. And you said you're looking at a sun and a rainbow?
Yes.
Beautiful. Go ahead and take a deep breath and just relax in this place for a moment. Tell me, what are you doing to relax? What's going through your mind?
Just breathing in, breathing out, meditating, sort of in a trance.
Does this place feel familiar to you?
Yes, it's, it's a place of peace.
Do you come here often?
Uh, Sometimes.
Is there anything particular inside this temple that you notice?
Yeah, there's no more war, no more poverty.
Charles, do you feel like you are inside or outside?
I feel like I'm inside.
Okay, beautiful. Does it feel like day or night?
Uh, it feels like the sun is just shining. It's light all day. There's no darkness.
Okay. Go around and see if anything you recognize. Are there windows? Where are you?
No, there's no windows. Is frequency.
Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and relax. In and relax. I want you to tell me, can you look down and see, do you have any feet in this place? Do you sense any feet yet?
Yes, I do have feet.
Tell me what your feet look like.
Uh,
Wearing shoes, barefoot.
Sandals, brown leather sandals.
How many toes do you have?
5 on each foot.
Beautiful. Do you feel male or female?
Uh,
Look down at your hands. Can you see your hands? Are you able to see your hands?
Yes.
What do your hands look like? Any rings? Anything?
No rings. Just bare hands.
Are you male or female?
Male.
Are you old or young?
Young.
How old do you feel? How young do you feel, should I say?
I would say about 30 years old.
Okay. Beautiful. Now take a deep breath in and relax. And the more you talk, the more you will see around you. Tell me, what are you doing in this space?
I'm studying
What are you studying?
metaphysical things. Ancient Egyptian and Indian books.
What are you currently studying?
The Upanishads. Indian texts.
And how do you feel about this?
I feel more awakened.
Do you feel like a monk?
You could say this. Yeah, I guess.
Do you have a title or something to what you are?
There's no title really. I'm in a room full of ascended masters.
Beautiful. Take a look around you. Take a deep breath and just go ahead and tell me everything you see, sense, and feel happening around you. Where are you? Who's with you? Go ahead and take it all in and just tell me everything you see. Go ahead.
I see Thoth. I see the Dalai Lama.
Beautiful. You see them too? Charles, can you hear me? Beautiful. So you said you see Thoth and Dalai Lama. Who else do you see?
Yes, it's the Thoth, the Dalai Lama, Yeshua, all the ascended masters in one room.
What about like Shiva or Krishna or any of them there?
Yeah, yeah, they're there.
How many people would you say are in there with you? You're doing.
I would say about 30 people are in there.
Do you want to go ahead and name off all the ones you can see?
Shiva, Ganesh, Yeshua, Thoth, Osiris, Mary Magdalene.
Hang on. Can you hear me? 1 second. Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Who did you say after Mary Magdalene?
The Buddha, the Dalai Lama. There's more in there, but I'm trying to remember the names.
Do you see any other Egyptian? Do you see Isis or Cleopatra?
Cleopatra and Isis are definitely there.
Yeah.
People from the Celts, the ancient group, the Celts.
Do you see Freya?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I can't think of. Let's see. Can you hear me? Hang on. We keep going in and out. 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm sorry. We keep going in and out. Who
Yeah,
did you
the
say?
internet might be going in and out.
Yeah. Who did you say after Cleopatra was there?
Yeah, it's Cleopatra, Osiris, Buddha,
Mm-hmm.
Dalai Lama is in there.
And what are you doing here? Is
We're
this
studying,
you're just studying with them?
studying, yes.
Beautiful. Now, I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to telepathically connect yourself to these beings, and let me know, how does that feel with the information that you get, and what is that experience like for you?
It's amazing. A lot of wisdom and knowledge beyond what you would receive in the English language, because not every word translates from Hebrew to English perfectly. Not every word translates from Sanskrit to English perfectly. You won't get the full meaning in English.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Beautiful. So I want you to look down. You said you're studying metaphysical stuff. What is the book that you have in front of you? Is there one book, or do you have scrolls? What is that like for you?
There's a ton of books,
Yeah.
a ton of books that date back to the Rosicrucian Society.
I want you to look at a couple names. Are you able to read off a couple names that you see?
Of the books?
Yeah.
Sure. Um, the Vedas, the Holy Vedas, the Egyptian Book of the Dead,
Okay.
the Upanishads. Uh,
Beautiful. So do me a favor, Charles. I want you to grab the Egyptian Book of the Dead and just open it and just look through it. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but just look through it and tell me, how does that feel, seeing the knowledge and soaking it in?
it feels amazing. There's nothing like looking at hieroglyphics. Nothing in the world beats that.
Hmm. Is there anything in that book you feel like you'd want to share with anybody? Any information that you found that would be beneficial?
Yeah.
What do you see?
There's a symbol in the Egyptian alphabet that looks like a helicopter, but it's not a helicopter. It's a spacecraft.
Uh-huh. Beautiful. Uh-huh. What about this symbol?
It's a spacecraft, and it carries extraterrestrials. It's a symbol that's overlooked in the hieroglyphic alphabet. It
Ooh,
looks exactly
that's
like a helicopter.
beautiful. Beautiful. So you're doing great. I'm glad that you're here. So um let's go ahead and let's move this scene along a little bit. Tell me, what is it that you need to know in this place here? What are you here to remember?
We're studying the love frequency, trying to master it.
And how well are you doing?
Could always do better. Like the Ascended Masters say, even if you have 20, 30 years experience and you're good at it, you always say you don't know much.
Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. And do you have a name in this place that you go by?
It's sort of, I would say Atlantis, but, or Lumeria, but it's a place that goes back to the ancient ways where
Is
life,
this like Pangea? This wouldn't be Pangea, would it?
yeah, something like that, where life was just very simple, and people got together and they studied, they lived off of the land and they studied. There was really no government interference, and people lived really good lives.
Beautiful. Was this before the flood?
Yeah, I would say before the flood. Yeah, it's the Epic of Gilgamesh before that.
Okay. Are you there with Inky or Enel? Are you aware of them?
Inky.
Inky. Okay. And how does he do you deal with him, or is there any connection there? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
I recently found out that he's the one that opened the floodgates to flood the earth. I was just curious, in these times where you are now, how does that all play? I mean, how does that work for humanity? Is there a dam that is protecting the earth, and how does this work? Are you connected into this at all? Do you have knowledge? If that makes any sense? Can you hear me? Let's see, are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
So I don't know if you heard that. So right now you're practicing the love frequency and love, and what's going on earth is peaceful. So how do you guys go from there to, were you around during the time of the flood? Did you live through that?
I don't. I wouldn't say so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Just curious. I'm trying to figure out these timelines. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and move the scene along. We're going to move the scene along for you. You can get some information for your highest healing. Be there now. Tell me where you are and what is happening around you.
See a lot of people studying and trying to come up with a way to get rid of the darkness that's presently on the earth. Studying information, and all this information was put together by Saint Germain, and they're going to use this to get rid of the deep state and all the reptilians that are causing problems here on the earth.
And how long does this process take? Did you guys think you were going to handle it there, or is this over?
This is a process that's been going on for eons and eons.
It's working, right? We're doing the work, right?
It's not going to happen overnight, but there's a white lodge.
Okay.
That's working good, the ascended masters and everything.
Okay. Anything that Charles needs to know about this? How he in his life now, how does this affect him? Does he play an important role? I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you now.
How does this affect Charles' life now? Does he play an important role?
In what, Trump's life?
In Charles' life, how does the life that you're seeing now? As these light workers trying to help and take down the dark forces, right?
Oh, yeah, it does play a role in my life and the life of the humanity, I would say.
Is he part of the 144,000?
I would think so, yeah.
Okay. And he's a light worker?
I would say so, yes.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Because if you're there studying this, I would think it would transfer into his life. Okay, beautiful. Anything else we would like him to know? I would definitely like to get to his higher self, get to a body scan. Is there anything you want to tell him else about this?
He needs to study the love frequency more and patience.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Is this a good time to contact the higher self?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Let's leave that life now. You are moving away from that life, leaving him where he is so that he can study and continue on his path. We send him off with love and peace. We now leave that scene with love and gratitude. Can I please have all of the consciousness of Charles return back into the body, fully integrating? And can I please speak with the higher self?
Higher self it is.
Beautiful. And I'm speaking to the higher self of Charles now.
Yes.
Blessings and love. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love, honor, and respect you. Thank you for connecting with me today.
Truly well.
Beautiful. So I know that you hold all of the answers and records for Charles today. I know that you brought him here for a reason, correct?
Correct.
And so he definitely wants to get a body scan and get some healing done. But before we do that, I would like to ask you, can you tell him why it is that you took him to this first scene? Where he was resting in his safe place.
Self-improvement is the reason why he's here. We need to get him on the love frequency. We need to humble him and get him to be more patient.
Okay. And does this come from, where does this come from, the impatientness? Did it come from somewhere? Is there a root to that?
Parents.
Okay.
Poor environment.
Okay. Is he very connected to his parents?
Nope. No.
Okay. So you took him to that place to remind him. Okay. And what about the temple he was in? Is this someplace that he goes all the time? When he was in his safe place? Let's see. Can you hear me?
To do with the love frequency.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Charles is not tied to any particular religion, race, or creed, or doctrine, for that matter. He likes things that are metaphysical and spiritual.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And you had him there with all the ascended masters.
Yes.
That's very, very powerful. Is he who was he there? What was his name in that life that you showed him?
Yeshua was there. The Dalai Lama was there.
Right. But did he have a name that he went by? Was his name Charles there? What did he have a different name?
He went by his Hebrew name, Haim.
What is it?
Haim, which means life in Hebrew.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful. So, anything else you want to tell him about those lives that you took him to?
We want to tell him to keep studying the spiritual things, keep studying the Bhagavad Gita, the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Emerald Tablets, all things that are spiritual.
Beautiful. And how is he doing now? I mean, his wife is right on it. I mean, is she helping him?
Yes, he's doing good. He's going to take a class on vegetarian Indian cooking in a matter of weeks. He's going to start learning Sanskrit by September. He's going to enroll in Sanskrit classes, and there's business plans as well in the process. It's going to be some spiritual.
Beautiful. That's awesome. Okay, higher self. Would you like to answer questions first, or should we do a body scan first? He's got some personal questions. What do you think we should do? Should we do the body scan first, or should we answer his questions first?
Do the body scan first.
Beautiful. Any archangels you would like to work with today?
Michael. And
any ascended masters you'd like to work with? No, just Archangel Michael?
Archangel Michael, yes.
Beautiful. What if we call Archangel Raphael too?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So At this time, I would like to call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. Brothers, I would love to call for your assistance as the higher self has requested for you to assist us with this body scan. Higher self, let me know when you sense them around you, please.
They're here.
Beautiful, beautiful. Archangel Michael, brother, can I talk to you first, please?
Sure.
I love, honor, and respect you, Archangel Michael. Am I speaking to you now? Can you hear me? Let's see, hang on. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Beautiful. Archangel Michael, am I speaking to you now?
Yes.
I love, honor, and respect you. Thank you so much, brother. I love you.
I love you as well.
So we would like to do some healing for this brother today. He would like to do a body scan with your assistance. Can we scan his body and see what we can find first? Do you want to start in the crown or do you want to just scan around first? What would you like to do?
Let's scan around first.
Beautiful. Tell me what you see that needs immediate attention.
I need to work on the being more patient. Work on opening his heart more.
Okay.
More zadaka, more charity, and helping others.
Okay. So is there a blockage in his heart?
Yes.
All right, let's scan his heart. What do you see in his heart?
I sense a little bit of pride.
Okay, where is this coming from? Is it coming from an entity attachment?
Yes, I would say so.
All right, let's look in his heart. Let me know. I asked Archangel Metatron's cube to be surrounded his body with sacred geometry in case there's any entities there. Please scan his heart for any entities, Archangel Michael. Let me know what you find.
There's several entities there.
Are they reptilian consciousness or not?
Reptilians, definitely.
All right, let's go ahead and encase those reptilians with the sacred geometry cube and keep them there so that they don't move. I'm gonna hold on to those for a minute and we're gonna continue scanning. Any other blockages there in the heart? Do you see any implants or any portals?
No.
Just the reptilians?
Reptilians are hanging there, yeah.
All right. And what about his, let's go up to his throat chakra. Anything in the throat chakra?
Reptilians there as well.
How many do you see there?
About 20.
Okay. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and encase them in the Metatron's cube. We're going to encase them all into Metatron's cube safely with love and protection so that they cannot move away. We're going to hang on to them for a moment. We'll get right back to them. What about his third eye? What's going on with his third eye? Is there any blockages there, portals, cables?
There are some blockages. It's in the process of activation, but there are some blockages.
Okay, what do you see? Implants? Do you see cables? What do you see there?
A couple cables.
A couple cables?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we go ahead and start dissolving those with the Phoenix fire?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and start dissolving those cables in the third eye right now with the Phoenix fire. Sending that to the third eye to dissolve those cables so that way his third eye.
It is done. Yeah.
What was that?
It is done.
Beautiful. Done. Anything else with that third eye? How is it looking?
It's in the process of opening. It's going to be open very shortly.
Beautiful. I would like to call in Archangel Raphael to send some of his beautiful green beautiful love light to his third eye, just to beam that up. Please send that love light in there to help that process.
Sending love throughout the whole body.
Yes, let's send it throughout the whole body. What about his crown? Let's move up to the crown. Anything in the crown?
Yes, need to remove some negative thoughts. But
Okay, what is attached to those? Is there an entity attachments there?
a couple reptilians there too.
All right, let's encase those reptilians there in the crown. We're going to encase them so they don't move. Contain them with Metatron's Sacred Geometry Cube. Anything else there with them, or is it just the reptilians?
Just the reptilians.
All right, let's move back down through his body. Let's go back to throughout his body. What about his shoulders? Anything in his shoulders?
No.
All right, what about the back of his neck and spine?
Has some Draco reptilians there.
In the neck or the spine?
In the neck area.
Okay, let's contain them. Let's contain all those reptilians there as well. Contain those reptilians, Draconian reptilians. Encase them in the sacred geometry so that they do not move. Encase them now. Beautiful. Let's go down to his sacral, not sacral, his solar plexus. What is there?
There's reptilians there as well.
He's full of reptilians. Where is he? How did he get all these reptilians? Different times or?
Passed down from generation to generation.
Okay.
Negative family members who were filled with them, and it gets passed down.
All right, that's ancestral. Okay, well, we're going to contain those there. Let's go down to his sacral chakra. What's going on there? Anything there? What do we see in his sacral chakra? Let's see if you do you see anything in his sacral chakra?
Reptilians.
Reptilians as well. Okay, contain them in the sacred geometry, sacred cube of protection. Hang on to them. And root chakra. How many reptilians are there?
About 1,000.
About 1,000. Okay. All right. So, Archangel Michael, do we need to keep going down his body? Anything in his knees, his thighs, his feet, anywhere else?
Yes, we need to go down to his feet.
Let's go to his feet. What's in his feet?
So about 50 reptilians there too.
Okay. He's a walking colony. All right, we're going to contain those reptilians in the sacred geometry, keep them safe and protected so that they do not move. Keep them there. What about his hands? His hand chakras? What is going on in his hands? Anything there?
No, nothing in his hands.
Nothing in his hands. All right. And what about his elbows? Anything going on in his elbows?
No.
All right. So at this time, Archangel Michael, we're going to talk to all of them at once, okay? All of these reptilians, can we talk to them all at once so they can hear me?
Yes.
All right. I would like to speak to all of the reptilians inside Charles's body. Today is your lucky day. I just want you to know that at this time, the universe is ascending. And you have an opportunity to go from negative polarized to positive polarized. So that way you are no longer stuck in this body feeding off of Charles like he's like you are parasites feeding off of him for energy. This will no longer exist in this time. So you have an opportunity to either transition and positive polarize, or you may go back to source. If you positive polarize, you have a chance to keep your consciousness, keep your memories, and you just positive polarize, and you will be able to help and assist the collective in a positive love light way. I know that you guys are going through a lot right now, but I'm here to help you. There are so many of you.
Are you there, Mom? Okay.
I want to help you. So Archangel Michael, do they hear me?
Yeah.
Are they ready to transition and positive polarize?
Yes, they're ready to go on the positive route.
Every single one of them?
Yes.
Okay, Archangel Michael, or should I call in Archangel Azrael to help assist with them being taken, or can you handle them all yourself?
I can handle them.
Okay, beautiful. So at this time, all the reptilians inside Charles's body, today is your lucky day. You get to transition. So go ahead with Archangel Michael. He is going to take you back to you where you can positive polarize and transition, so you no longer have to play this role. I send you off with love and light, and may the universe always protect you. And remember not to stray. Archangel Michael, tell me, what does this look like?
It's looking good.
Are they all leaving? Are there any that aren't sure? What do we see?
No, they want to leave. They want to do positive things. So they're on their way.
Any of them have any words they'd like to say before they go? Any collectively or anything?
They apologize for causing trouble for Charles, and now they're ready to seek the right path.
Beautiful. Well, we are so grateful and honored for this decision. We love them and we send them off. And as they go, Archangel Raphael, I would love for you to come in behind and fill all of those places, all of those chakras up with your beautiful energy. Beam his body so that way every chakra, every place these reptilians were is now filled with love light and glowing. And he is no longer feeling any of these negative thoughts or negative attachments. How does that look?
It is done. It is done.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now that that is done and his body is rid of these energies, what else do you see going on in his body? Anything else before I get to his concerns?
Nothing as of now, but we most likely be seeing you in the future.
Oh, yes, yes. So really quick, he wants to know if, let's see, he had a childhood vaccine. Is there anything left in that body from that vaccine that we need to remove? He's concerned about a childhood vaccine that he had. Do you see any of that left in his body?
No.
Okay, no parasites from that vaccine or anything?
No, he never took the vaccine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he never took the COVID vaccine. He was strong and he didn't care what the consequences was. He rejected jobs because of the vaccine, high-paying jobs.
Beautiful. What about as a child? Did he have any vaccines as a child that damaged?
He had allergy shots. He had and maybe 2 flu vaccines. And 2 flu vaccines and allergy shots. He suffered from allergies
And did this help him? Let's see. Can you hear me? Oh boy. Let's see. Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So you said he has shots when he was little with allergies. Did these shots do any harm to him that we need to clear up?
Those shots were the ones that probably caused the allergies and made them worse.
Okay. And does he still have these allergies?
Not as much, since he has become a vegetarian. Not as much. A lot of it has went away. But when occasionally, if it's a big dog, he'll get some allergies. But it's not bad. Like it's not life threatening. like it was before.
Okay, so what caused these allergies to come on? Is there something we can reverse and so that he no longer has these
I
allergies?
believe it was those flu shots that he took,
Okay,
and I think the allergy shots made it worse.
okay.
I believe that's what it was.
All right. So how does he look now because of the healing that we've done? Is that okay? Should he not be
It
concerned?
looks much. It looks good. It doesn't look like he has much.
Okay, beautiful. He wants to remove apnea.
Yes.
He has some oxygen blocks. Can you tell him about that?
Yeah, he has some problems sleeping because what happened was he before he was a vegetarian, he would eat a lot of meat before he went to bed, and he wouldn't sit down properly. He would just try to lay down and go to sleep, and he would like choke in his sleep, and many times he almost died. I mean,
Really?
but now he doesn't do that anymore. He doesn't eat any meat before he sleeps. He doesn't eat any meat at all. So his sleeping has gotten somewhat better, and
So he's helped
doesn't have
himself.
as much.
Beautiful. And what about anemia? He's concerned about blood blocks. How does his blood look? Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you now.
Okay, sorry. How does his blood look?
Blood. Um, I I believe he needs to go on a detox. He's lost a lot of weight, but I think he could benefit from going on a fruit detox, at least for breakfast time. Just have fruit in the morning, and his blood would be cleaner.
Beautiful. Is that all it takes?
Uh,
For some people?
for some people, but he also the cheese, but the cheese issue. He needs to reduce the cheese. He shouldn't eat as much cheese, but
Yes, that's humans' kryptonite.
yes, he has an addiction to Indian paneer cheese and mozzarella cheese. We try to get to a point where he's not eating it every single day.
Oh, so is there a certain number of times if he goes to have tea, should it be like once a week, just a little bit, or what do you recommend? None?
Once a week. If the addiction is that bad, I think once a week would do. I think would do it because I mean the Indian cheese is not as bad as the other cheeses because there's no moisture involved.
Uh-huh.
But every day it's not good to have every day.
Right. Okay. Beautiful. He wants to know about his spine, the curve of his spine. He's got an S spine? Is this?
It's slightly slanted, but it's because of the way he sleeps. But we took the metal bed frame off because that's not good because the mattresses have metal in them already. So pretty soon we're gonna look for another mattress for him, a cotton foam mattress, and that will align his back and his spine.
A cotton foam mattress. You mean like a memory foam?
You know, like the Japanese mattresses that you put flat, that you put on the floor.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't. Let me see if
like
I can remember.
Futon?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay. Thank the Japanese for that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the Japanese. There's a Japanese name for it. I can't think of it right now. But
Okay, beautiful. What about rejuvenation of his nerves? He wants to rejuvenate his nerves. What's going on there?
yeah, he has to relax. The thing is, he has a serious. In the past, he had a serious coffee addiction, and people who are already hyperactive shouldn't be drinking coffee. So we're cutting that out. So he has once in a while he has a chai. What in India what they call a chai masala tea. And we get those from the Indian market. We get those packets for him.
Beautiful, and that's more better to have.
Yes. And
Okay.
cardamom tea as well. We get those packets from the Indian market, and they're healthy. They're low in sugar, and there's not a lot of caffeine in them. Very low
Okay.
percentage of caffeine.
Beautiful. Good to know. What about his teeth? Can we do any repairs on his teeth? He's got some teeth concerns. What's going on
His
there?
teeth looks beautiful. He actually overbrushes 3 times a day
Okay.
because he knows that when he brushes his teeth, it's going to make him go to the bathroom, and it does help you lose weight. It sounds crazy to the majority of the public, but according to Eastern philosophy, the more you brush your teeth, the more weight you lose.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's wild. Okay. Good to
Yeah.
know.
Cats, they brush their teeth 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Beautiful. Any thyroid issues? Any thyroid issues going on there? Let's see. Thyroid issues? Anything there?
We are working on the thyroid. A little bit of inflammation, but he doesn't have the double chin anymore, which is a good thing.
Uh-huh.
So we're still working on the thyroid. We got Ayurveda supplements. Uh, we're not eating white rice every day. We've been making something. I don't know if you know about it. It's called dosas and uttamans. They're like Indian style pancakes made out
Okay.
of
Yes.
beans and rice. They grind it up. Very healthy.
Okay. Yes, love those. Beautiful. And diabetes. What do we have going on with diabetes?
No diabetes because the food he eats is Indian food and it's very mystical. And there's 2 parts of India. North India tends to eat a lot of meat. South India is all vegetables. We stick to South India because of the vegetables, chutney. The food is very mystical and spiritual in itself. So that's what he's eating now.
Okay. Beautiful. And let's see. He wants to align his chakras.
Absolutely, because that's what the Ascended Masters did. They aligned their chakras, and that's what he's Charles is going in that direction. That's his goal, to become an Ascended Master one day.
Beautiful. Well, let's see. You took him to that first life where he was studying with the Ascended Masters, right?
Yes,
So,
there's a history of priests in his family, but
okay.
there are generations.
Uh-huh. Beautiful. Um, let's see. Can we expand his heart to the largest it can be? Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me? I don't know. Did I lose you?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear right now.
Okay. Did you say something that I missed?
Just that they were priests in his family. A lot of people were into spirituality, even mystery schools. Going back that far into mystery schools, shared the same bloodline with John the Immerser, who the Americans call John the Baptist. But there are generations of his family members who went away from that. They went all the way to the left, very liberal. So he seems to be going on the right path, I believe.
So he was connected to John the Baptist?
His great grandparents.
Interesting. Okay. So, okay.
They shared the same DNA haplogroup on his father's side. His father was Malta, going all the way back to Malta.
Okay.
Malta was a hub for mystery schools at one point and secret societies.
Okay, so while I have you on this topic, so his wife, that's his twin flame, correct?
Uh-huh.
And is she connected to Elizabeth then? Wait. So she would be connected to John the Baptist's wife? Did he have a wife? Or how does that work?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. What was John the Baptist's wife's name?
Oof, that's a good question. We're not sure if he even had a wife. But
Okay. I was just trying to see if I could fit some
we
puzzle.
know through DNA that he's connected to John because
Yes.
The Maltese DNA bloodline is one of the oldest in the world, and
Maltese.
they share the same haplogroup with John the Baptist.
Okay. Good to know. Beautiful. He wanted to expand his heart to the largest it can be. Did you hear me say that?
Yes,
How does that look?
needs improvement.
Can we work on that? What do we have to do?
Yes,
Some love light there? What should we
yes, love light, positivity,
let's put that
good
there.
vibes.
Beautiful. Let's put all that in there. Let's put
Uh-huh.
all that in his heart. So that way it can open like wide doors. Let's go ahead and do that. What about, let's see, ensure the star chakra is free and glistening. How is his star chakra? Where's that? Let's see. Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Does he have, I'm not sure, the star chakra is free and glistening. Does he have a star chakra in his,
Um, Not at the moment.
okay. What is that? The star chakra? Are we talking about the star chakra connected to the earth or within his own energy field?
We're talking about within him.
Do we all have a star chakra?
We should.
Where is this chakra? I'm unfamiliar.
Uh, should be next to his heart.
Okay, beautiful. And how is that? So, okay, does that mean the star chakra is in the second heart?
I would say so, yeah.
Because I know we have two hearts, right? We have our heart here and then the energetic heart.
Yeah, I would say it's more on the energetic heart. But
So what should we do there? Should we
we're working on it. We're working on it. There's some old habits. He's gonna get rid of them. Some old bad habits he has to get rid of. So he's not watching any more negative films.
mm-hmm.
He doesn't listen to the violent rap music anymore.
Okay.
For many years he was a Jay-Z fan. Yes, he was.
Yeah, Jay-Z. I don't know about that guy.
Yeah. So he's gotten rid of all that music, and now it's just most of the music he's listening to now is just meditational. Trying to get him to listen to more Native American music, where he's just hearing the bass flute, because the bass flute is very calming. And I think in time that will build him up. His star chakra will be perfected.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful. Good to know. Let's see. What about his fibromyalgia? Does he have that?
Yes.
Bone pain. What is the cause of this?
He just needs to work on things.
All right.
Some things you need to work on, but life is a school, and he's learning things.
Do we need to send some love light to his bones? What should we do here?
Yes, love light was would be a big help. So
Let's
yes.
send some love light now. Sending love light now to his bones to help boost this so he no longer feels this bone pain. Send him right now. Beautiful. What about his eyes? He doesn't want to wear glasses anymore. What can we do there? What's the cause of that?
He's not wearing glasses anymore because since he's become a vegetarian, his sight has improved. His eyesight.
Really?
Yeah, his eyesight and it has.
I lost you. What was that? Hang on one second. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Let me know when you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry. Can you repeat that about his eyesight? You said he's a vegetarian. He's mostly.
The eyesight has improved about 80% since he became a vegetarian. And even though he owns a pair of Oscar de la Renta glasses, he does not wear them. He doesn't need to.
Beautiful. And so the more vegetarian diet he has, the better his eyes will be. Let's see, what was that? Second. You keep going out. How is that? I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, the eyeglasses are no longer necessary because of better eating habits. Then you said something. I didn't hear the last thing you said.
Yeah, so basically just the better diet he has, the eyesight will.
Right, right.
Okay, good to know. What about his tonsils? Can he repair his tonsils?
His tonsil seems to be fine.
Okay. All right. I don't know what he thought. We'll send some love light there anyways. I don't know.
Yes, yes, that always helps. Love light.
Let's send some love light to his tonsils. Yes. Any concern, and to his eyes, just because he's doing good. But can we send some love light to his eyes as well? How's that? How does that look? How's his eyes and everything? Can you hear me? How is the eyes and his tonsils looking?
Looking very good. Brand new.
Okay, beautiful. Let's see. Does he have arthritis?
No, he doesn't have any arthritis.
Okay. And what about any his auric field? How is his auric field look?
Aura skills.
His
They could be better.
his aura field.
Yep.
So the more love that he feels, the more brighter it will be.
Yes.
All right, so let's amplify his body with just a beam of love light. Archangel Michael, can we just send him just a beam of love light? I know the divine masculine is coming online, and we just love this. So I want to give him the best aid I can today.
Yes. Infinite love light is sent to Charles.
Beautiful, thank you. And lastly, let's see, any AI archons, we already took care of the reptilians. Anything else there sneaking around that I doubt it, but just
Yeah, we need to remove. We just need to remove some distractions.
okay.
Up his focus. Um, that's what I see.
Can we do that now?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and remove anything there that you see. Remove it now, please.
Yes, removing all blockages and entities that try to interrupt with Charles's focus. You are currently removed.
Beautiful. And can we delete any dramas? He wants to delete any dramas in his past or current from current space and time.
Yes, we are going to remove that right now.
Beautiful. Let's do that now. And are we able to upgrade his DNA?
Yes.
Beautiful. Let's do that now. Let's do that now. And what about age regression? He wants to feel 25 again.
Yes, it's possible. But he's eating better. He's not scared of spicy food anymore. It's possible. It's done. Sorry, I can't. It sounds blurred, the speech. But you're breaking up.
Are you able?
Yes.
Any better?
Yes, sounds much better.
Anything that I missed? Beautiful. So are we able to start the age regression now?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. Let's start that process now. And Archangel Michael and higher self, tell me, how does his body look now? Anything we missed?
His His body looks better. His eating habits are better. I think it's a go. It's a green light.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, let's see. I know he had a couple questions here. He wanted to know who is his higher self connected to, or what's the name of his higher self? Is he able to know that? Oh, I don't know if they'll let me answer these questions. Can you hear me? Hang on, I keep losing you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Does his higher self, am I speaking to his higher self now or Archangel Michael? Who am I speaking to? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I speaking to his higher self now, or am I speaking to Archangel Michael?
Higher self.
So, higher self, I would like to thank Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael for the healing assistance that they did today.
Yes.
Thank you, Archangel Michael. I love, honor, and respect you. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. So, higher self, he has a couple questions. What is your name that you go by?
I'm sorry, you broke up. What was that?
What is your name that you go by?
Heim.
Hun?
Heim.
Hun?
Chaim. Yeah, Heim.
Yeah. Beautiful. He also wanted to know who is he a fractal of as far as an ascended master. I know you did mention he's connected to John. Who else would you say he's an ascended fractal
of? Lord Krishna.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. He wants to know, does he have spiritual gifts?
Yes.
Can you tell him so that he knows? You want to keep this between you and him, or do you want to tell him so he can hear it?
Charles, you have spiritual gifts as far as you as being a healer, healing through food, playing a music instrument like a bass flute. Many spiritual gifts that could benefit millions upon millions of people if you're focused.
Beautiful. And his mission and path, and his teacher, you basically showed him that, right?
Yes.
Okay. He wants to know so his mission would be what? To feel the unconditional love, or is there a specific mission that is under?
According to what we see here, he's a Virgo. The astrology chart says he's supposed to, there's many options he has, but most likely it'll be healing. But Virgos are also great teachers. They're healers and business people. They write great books. They're book publishers and they're musicians. But we see Charles as a healer and a teacher.
Beautiful. And he's got some books to write, huh?
He already wrote one book.
Beautiful.
Where he's going to write another book, and it's going to be about vegetarian Indian cooking. But it'll be out soon. He's going to write another book.
Yay, beautiful. He wants to know if this is his last incarnation on Earth, I guess. Would that be? So would he be going home after this life, or is he ascending into like the fifth dimension? I don't know how to answer. I don't know how you want to answer that.
I believe he will be going home.
Okay, beautiful. And are you able to tell him where he came from in the stars? Where his
Yes.
home? Where is that?
And this is his bloodline is ancient, obviously, but he's not from this planet. He's not even human. But
What is he?
uh, he's descended from the Atlantis, actually,
Mm-hmm.
from the Atlantean people.
Ah. Was he part of the Kalu?
No,
No. Okay. So he was just the part of the Atlantean. Is there a particular star where he would come from, or how does that work?
just
What does he need to know?
just related to the Atlantean people.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, and his goal here is to help bring light to humanity.
Beautiful.
To bring people back to the ancient ways, to bring people back to the love frequency, and where we go one, we go all. So he's part of it, the spiritual battle that's going on now, and
Yeah.
a battle that's not done with violence, but with knowledge, an information war.
Mm-hmm. Okay, beautiful. He wants to know what city and state or country on the planet would be best for him to live, I believe, for his highest good.
Okay.
I know they're looking to move. What advice would you like to tell him?
It would be Pennsylvania. It would be Monroeville, where all the spiritual things are. He would be next to the all the Indian temples, all the Jewish temples are there, all the Christian churches are there. The White Lodges of the Rosicrucian Order are there. Is the right area for him to reach more people, and almost all the religious people he could possibly reach.
Mm-hmm. Is there something he should be doing with this community? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let's see. Did I lose you? Can you hear me? Is there something he should be doing with this community? Should he go to these places and meet them? Should he throw a block party? What should he do to connect? Any idea?
And the chef is from India, South Indian, and there is a lot of places where he goes to in the area because there's a lot more shopping options. There's a place that sells Lenin and Hindu clothing. Him and his wife shop there frequently. So, and the Indian market is there. That's the big influence. It's the Indian supermarket that actually sells healthy, non-GMO foods. That's why he's there almost once every 2 weeks.
Beautiful. So even if it doesn't say non-GMO, does Indian food mostly non-GMO?
Yes. Indian food is mostly non-GMO. There's no deep state infiltration on those Patel Brothers supermarkets. They have priests that watch the food production process. Their food is not tampered with. Everything is grown, either grown in India or is grown in farms within the states that are owned by Indian farmers from India. And the cows that are milked, the desi milk, the cows are treated fairly. None of the cows are killed. They just use the milk and the cheese from the cows. Everything in those supermarkets are vegetarian.
Beautiful. Beautiful. What about he wants to know, what about his galactic family? Who is my galactic family?
His galactic family. Oof, that's a good question.
I know. Can we narrow it down? I mean, who is he connected
Can
to
you be more
now?
specific? I'm sorry.
What was that?
Can you be more specific? I mean, like galactic.
So does he have like a galactic council that he connects with maybe?
He relates to John. I'm in the session, please. I would say his thought process is identical. I would say the Pleiadians is his galactic family.
Beautiful.
A lot of
And
the same thoughts and words that come out of his mouth sounds just like them.
okay. Beautiful. He wants to know, why has he had so many headaches since childhood?
Because his parents and other people, when he was telling the truth, none of them would listen. So when you got to tell them the truth over and over, your head starts hurting.
Oh, okay. And what about his family? Do we need to send any bubbles of love light to his family members?
Yes, they need a lot of love light because they won't leave New York City because that's where they were born. And they think they have some allegiance to the city and the state, even though things are very bad over there and it's very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Let me know if you can hear me.
So we send them love light.
Yes. So send them all love light bubbles. I think his family is Puerto Rican, and I know that we have very strong ties to Puerto Rico, and New York is not Puerto Rico.
They think it is, but they think it is because they got an area on East 116th Street, East 104th Street, where they go for the coochie fritos, but they won't leave it behind. So they come out of that and they realize that Spanish restaurants are everywhere, not just in New York.
Exactly. Beautiful. Let's do that now. Let's go ahead and send them all love, and so they can all start to move around and get out of there. So let's see. We have something else here. What am I? I notice I am sensitive to people, sounds, places, and light. Are we talking empath, psychic empath here? What are we talking?
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time.
He wants to know why he is really sensitive to people, sound, places, and light.
That was, we believe that was from the vaccines he received as a child. So I think that's been taken care of today.
Okay.
We took care of that today. He's not going to be sensitive and nothing like that. He's gonna be bold. He's gonna be, but for the right reasons, for spiritual reasons only.
Beautiful. Beautiful. What about his gray hair? Why is he graying? What is causing this? Is this something to do with control? What causes gray?
It was he used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. He quit, thank God.
Okay.
He used to drink a lot of coffee. He doesn't drink as much, and a lot of stress from his childhood. He grayed at early age because of stress. We're gonna take care of that.
Okay.
We're gonna reduce the stress level.
Beautiful. So can we reduce this gray and reverse it and make his natural colors start to come back?
I don't see why not. Let's do it.
Beautiful. Let's do that. Let's give him a nice big full head of natural color hair, whatever. What is the dark brown?
Dark brown.
Beautiful. Let's start that process. Now we know the power is in the hair, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we want to send to all those little hair follicles there. Let's beam them all with love light.
Absolutely. Love light. Healing.
Yes. Whatever you see he needs, put all that there. Remove the stress. Beautiful. He has a question about his great grandmother, Ophelia Rojas. He loves her, but nobody tells him anything about her. And he wants to know, is she connected to the Sephardic Jewish Iberian Peninsula?
Ophelia Rojas is his wife's grandmother.
Okay.
His grandmother is Maria Martinez.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, so this question here is for is that his wife's question? Let's see. Can you hear me?
To America. Before Spain, they were Hebrews, part of the Spanish Inquisition.
Yes.
There is another significant meaning to the name Martinez. I can't think of right now, but it goes back to the Hebrews.
Okay.
The original term was the Hebrews. We call them Jewish people now in the world, but the original people, the label was the Hebrew people. And they were Spanish, they were black, they were Ethiopian. They were not limited to any specific race. They were everywhere. But
beautiful. And what made a person Hebrew exactly?
That was based on, everything was based on tradition. For instance, his grandmother would sweep the four corners of the room. A lot of Spanish people do that, but they don't know that that's the Hebrew tradition. Four corners of the room first.
Interesting. Beautiful. Okay. There's also a question about Juana Rojas. Is that his wife's?
That's the wife's. That's his wife's family, Rojas.
Okay. Yes, she wanted to know about secrets and anything like that. Is this something that he can say, or does she have to wait for her session?
You can answer some of the questions, but you.
What was that? Can you hear me? I'm so sorry. I keep losing you. Hang on. Let's see if you can hear me.
And yeah, they were Hebrews too.
Okay. So I didn't get to hear that, but can you repeat that? I don't know if.
Yeah, they were definitely Hebrews, the Rojas family.
Beautiful. Well, I'm assuming because if she's your twin flame, then you guys have to keep every lifetime. How many lifetimes have you guys had together?
Maybe two.
Two?
I would say two, yeah.
Okay. And is she your twin flame?
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
Is she your twin flame? Who is your twin flame's name?
Wow, I don't know.
That seems strange. Is there more than one twin flame?
Let me get closer. Repeat it once again.
He wants to know who is his twin flame, and I believe you said his wife is his twin flame.
Oh yes, his wife is his twin flame because they share the same sign. She's a Virgo, he's a Virgo. She's into healing, he's into healing. It was a match made in heaven.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's see. There's one more question here. Let's see. Why was I and my sister abduction situation from the womb, crib, or mother? I'm not sure. Is this his question or his wife's?
Maybe the wife's. I think that was for the wife.
Okay. Now, is this okay, so I'll ask the question. You just tell me whether or not you can answer it. Why was my sister abduction situation from the womb and crib with memories wiped from my mother? Did I say that right? Why were the memories wiped from her mother?
I think that's a probably a vaccine medical issue.
Okay. Why do they visit my mother and my family?
They visit her family because her family is stubborn. They know the truth. They're scared of what other people think, so they don't want to live that truth because they're scared of what other people think. And
Mm-hmm.
her mother lives in a Dominican community, Spanish community. The type of community she lives in, even if you didn't speak English, you could speak Spanish there and you would be a star because it really is like a Spanish country in Washington Heights where her mother lives.
Oh,
So she's too concerned what other people think. But yes, she knows the truth, but she won't live it because she don't want to lose friends or people she thinks are her friends.
I see. So she wanted to know what do they want and why do
Um,
they. Mm-hmm.
okay, so they driving off of that fear that she has,
Mm-hmm.
and they keep coming after her because of that.
And she says they visited her son.
Her son. Um,
What is the remedy to this? Yeah, they visit her family and they visited her son. Her son has got some visitation.
yeah, the remedy to this would be for them to become to become more spiritual, but to become more spiritual, they would either have to get out of New York and move upstate New York, or go to another state.
Mm-hmm.
They won't they won't leave that state of deprivation and poverty because they're always afraid of what other people might think of them, and that's what's holding them back. They're them staying in the big city in New York City. That's what's holding them back from being successful in life.
I see. Okay.
Because that's reptilian run. The whole city is run by reptilians.
Right. Interesting. Let's see. They also say they want to know if they can have some alchemy symbols to shield permanently to seal us. Now I've given her. So. Can we give them some symbols? I know that I have been taught some symbols, but I know they're sacred and we're supposed to be careful how we share them. But is there any symbols that you can mention that we can use, or I can give them, or if you can give him in his mind? How can we do this?
We, yeah, I say we give it to them regardless of what they say. I mean, you show them the Jewish star. They say it's from the.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Let me know if you can hear me. They keep messing with my connection. Let me know if you can hear
Keep
me.
sending them symbols. We're going to keep trying.
Okay. I'm sorry, I lost you. You said it's okay to send the symbols?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and send them some symbols. And you said, what is a good one? The Jewish star? I heard you mention that.
The Metatron is it looks like the Jewish star. It's the Metatron symbol.
The Metatron cube, yes.
Yeah, that's a good symbol to send them.
Now I have put together a little, I don't know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, this connection's crazy.
Is a great symbol to send them because pyramids generate frequency.
Okay, so the pyramid and the Merkaba?
The symbol that you're wearing, the ankh, that's probably one of the best.
Oh, you see that?
Yes, it's from the. I think it's from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. It's in there.
Okay. Yes, I have it tattooed on my back. And
yeah, that's one of the most powerful symbols because before Christianity became mainstream, real Christianity was all mystery schools, and that's the symbol they used. So it's a very powerful symbol. It's a love symbol. It's good.
Beautiful. Good to know. Glad I did that. Let's see. Why is the moon messing with men and women's hormones? About that. I know that it's satellite.
They're trying to delay the ascension process, but it's not working. What you're seeing in the media, the opposite is happening. A lot of people are going to Gitmo, the people that are behind this process, because you have a white lodge and a dark lodge. The dark lodge wants to destroy humanity and stop the ascension. The white lodge is saying, no, we're billionaires, but we want to make the world a better place. We want people to become spiritual and know the truth. So it's a spiritual war. The moon is, that's what the moon is, that's why that's happening.
Okay, I heard you say that the dark and there's a dark. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Does
Yes, there's a dark lodge and a white lodge.
Okay, so let's see. He wants to download wisdom and expand his brain to physically hold the wisdom.
Yes.
Can we do that now?
Yes, we can do that now.
Let's do that now. And he wants to download the language Sanskrit and Hebrew. He wants a Lemurian light language.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's download that now for him.
Downloaded.
And instant memory recall. He wants 100% of his brain at some point. I know we're getting there. What can you tell him about that?
Correct. Just keep an eye for him. Charles should keep an eye on his health because what we eat and our body is a temple. So what we put in our temple could either work with us or work against us. So I do recommend those fresh fruits in the morning or fresh, spinach water in the morning, and that will perfect your memory.
Okay.
Yeah, health is wealth.
Beautiful. Good to know. And let's see, he also wants let's see, skills from previous life essential to this life. Any skills that he had from his previous life? Anything there you want to tell him that he needs to tap into or anything?
He needs to tap into the metaphysical stuff.
Okay.
He needs to continue in the path of spirituality because he had family members in the past who was into spirituality, but some of them work for the Dark Lodge. You could use the spiritual information to do good or bad, but we want him to use that information to do good in the world. So.
Yes, and we want him only to connect to his benevolent family and ancestors, correct?
Correct.
Yes. Beautiful. How is that look? Is there anything that I missed that I should have asked that I did not ask?
No, not at the moment. And we'll be booking it. I'm going to see if he could book a full session with you.
Okay.
And probably within a month or two, so we could get that 5 hours in, and if we miss something, we would get it.
Okay. What do you think about doing an energy exchange as far as work-wise? I know I had an idea to do some work with his wife. Should I do the exchange that way, or do you suggest they just financially do it through the money system? I have issues with that. I want to give everything away, but what do you suggest? Because I know his whole family could use healing, and his wife she has so much information. I definitely think she's a jewel. What do you think? Should we, and I also know that she's interested in doing this work. Should she do they need to get certified through Aurora, or should I work with them myself? What do you see? What do you think?
From what I know, Aurora is the only one who could certify. That's what I've heard.
Yes.
She had her heart set on Aurora.
So she should go get certified, but then work with me after?
That would be a good idea, yeah.
Okay.
That would be a good idea.
Because I know if I have a team of practitioners, we could do more work together.
Oh, yes.
And what about Charles? Does he need to be a practitioner as well?
He's moving towards the real estate business right now.
Okay.
That's going to be his bread and butter.
Good to know.
And he also was going to heal, but he plans on doing it through food.
Okay.
Because he knows he's read a lot of books on Ayurveda, and he's going to be taking classes on vegetarian Indian cooking. So he he'll be doing healing, but in another way, most likely through food.
Okay. So are you saying that they should just go ahead and book and just pay naturally? Or do you think I could do some type of, do you think there needs to be some type of collaboration with his wife? Or I don't know. It was a thought I had, and I didn't know if it came from my higher self trying to tell me
Collaboration would be the best thing. It's always good to have everybody on board. Um, Collaboration is a much better way to do it,
Uh-huh.
at least from a business perspective. And um, you won't catch Donald Trump making $1 billion deal without the person in the room. That'll be very awkward. But collaboration is always works like a glove. Fits like a glove. So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know. So are we complete here? I know he's got to get to work. I want him to feel fully energized. What do you think, higher self? Are we complete for now?
We are complete for now.
Beautiful. Any last words you have for me before you go?
Thank you so much. Charles says thank you so much, and we send you peace and prosperity, and infinite love.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, higher self. So at this point now, I send you off with love and gratitude.